In the beginning there was Washington geology. Gigantic floods swept in and shaped our state's topology. Rivers carved out the rocks and glaciers made odd formations. We've both the wettest state and dryest in the nation. And on the rainy side, the coastal Indians live and roam, while on the desert side, the plain dwellers make their home. Until the 1770s, natives lived here alone. Until the settlers came from Europe to shores unknown. Listen and I'll bring you up to date on the long proud history of Washington State. This story may take a little while to tell, but it's a high school requirement, so listen well. They came from Spain and Russia, Heceta, Quadra and more. Juan Perez sailed the coast in 1774. Captain Cook reached Cape Flattery in March of 78. Vancouver named Rainier and Baker after his two mates. Lewis and Clark were surprised by the Columbia and the Snake. Then at the sea they carved by land from the U States. England and America's fur trade quickly grew. American Revolution only stopped them for a year or two. Fair Company headquarters was the plan when John Jacob Astor built Fort Spokane. McLaughlin killed beavers in heaps and throngs. He didn't do much, but he did it wrong. Indians kept on fighting over fur, insulting a chief, what morons they were. Wolfe sailed the sound through wind and gale. Bonneville mapped out the Oregon Trail. Protestant missionaries journeyed across the land, like Whitman and Narcissa, who perished by natives' hands. Catholics and Protestants fought over who was right. James K. Polk won with slogan 54-40 or fight. 1830s bring Oregon fever, newcomers coming down. Welcoming Chief Seattle gave his name to the town. Frightened by Whitman murder, the settlers want to join U.S. Governor Isaac Stevens doesn't have much success. Stevens met Seattle, so goes the myth. Who gave a speech, so said Henry Smith. Stevens' reservations were brand new before he died in 1862. Colored men to Washington made a push under the banner of Washington Bush. Lyman Cutler shot Charles Griffin's War and nearly started a Washington War. Nearby Fort Colville, miners made finding gold their goal. But rather than gold, the booming industry became coal. People at Fort Vancouver witnessed the first steamboat. In 1835, the steamboats started to float. Then Chinese work camps opened on Columbia's shore. And the Mosquito Fleet shipped mail pianos, cows, and more. We wanted a railroad, and James J. Hill said as well, Give me Swedes and whiskey and I'll build a railroad to hell. Newcomers came down just in time to see eventful 1889. We produced so much darn fish, maybe more than we might have wished. Then the timber harvest struck it big. We farmed apples and hops, not figs. Mountaineering hobby is an uphill battle. Alaska Gold Rush only helps Seattle. Washington! Edward and Asa hell fight over Gold Rush pictures. 1900s, the workmen changed all of the fixtures. In 1916, Boeing airplanes started to swing. And then in 1930, the car ferries were king. For irrigation, the authorities had a plan. 10 years were culminated in the Grand Coulee Dam. So irrigation brought the water to grow the vine, which of course brought us brand new Washingtonian wine. Boeing atomic power ships all grew when we threw our weight behind World War II. We forced the internment of the Japanese, cause minorities just aren't hard to seize. Nuclear reactors built in Washington State. Hanford health hazards caused debate. Hanford fueled a fat man atom bomb. If nothing else, then atoms made us strong. William Douglas Rogoy's young man, he broke the mold, that was his plan. Scoop and Maggie, famous senators, cops and 70 arrested demonstrators. Mount St. Helens touched the sky by 1980, it blew sky high. Whoops just couldn't keep aloft. In 75 he founded Microsoft. Listen and I will bring you up to date on the long proud history of Washington State. The story may take a little while to tell, but it's a high school requirement, so listen well.